Hello, how are we all doing today? It is a Friday afternoon, which means it's almost a weekend, which means either you're going to be partying this weekend or you're going to be working on your website, which is quite possibly what you're going to do. And who would blame you? Because, the weekend's there for either fun or for work. It's entirely up to you. If you're that driven to go and work on your website, then I'm all for that beast mode and all of that hustle, if that's your thing. Today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to do a new stream called, maybe one-off, it might be a new series. Who knows? We love experimentation here. We're going to be talking about fixing or rebuilding your website. So we've had a form out there asking for your websites. You send them through, and we're going to tell you on the stream if we recommend that you fix them up so that they're okay and they need a bit of work just to get them that little bit further to increase your leads and sales, or whether we think it needs to be rebuilt from scratch. And we're not going to pull any punches. If we think it needs to be rebuilt from scratch, we're going to tell you. And today, before we go any further, I've done things a little bit differently. If you want to win a copy of How to Get to the Top of Google, which is our best-selling book, so you go to Amazon now, you'll see in the top seller, where it's been for about 6 or 7 years now, you'll be able to win a copy of this by just being active in the chat. So if you leave any messages whatsoever, you'll be able to, tell us where you're watching from and all that business. You're going to be entered here. So we've got 5 entries so far from people who have commented in the chat. If you tell me where you are watching from today, then you'll also be included as well. So tell me, I am in Edinburgh. Where are you watching from? And whilst you tell me where you're watching from, I'm going to introduce our guest for today, which is Andrea from our marketing consultancy team. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Dale. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you doing? You can tell I've probably been sipping on my coffee now. So
that's good. Yeah, you've had a few minutes, and now we're going to have a fantastic next hour. Bouncing off the balls, it's all good.
We absolutely are. So where we got people watching from today, please tell me. So we've got Hello Fam from Athletic Freak, which I'm guessing is not a location. I'm guessing that's a brand. So nice to meet you. Who else do we have? We have, you're actually watching from New Jersey. Fantastic. I'd love to actually come and visit you one day. Tim, hi. Hi, Tim. How you doing? Where are you watching from, Tim? Fitness Coach on Demand in Cold Brighton. Sorry to hear it's cold, but what a fantastic place to live. Wolverhampton as well, super. We've got Worcestershire as well. Typhoon Drenched Tokyo, that's not great. Phil, your book is going to make its way to you, I promise. It's going to happen. I've got Denver, Colorado as well, which is fantastic. We're at the Czech Republic, super. I've only actually been there the one time. Andrew, have you been to the Czech Republic or Czech? I believe it's called now.
I have, yes. Don't remember much about it, I'll be honest. It was in my youth, so yeah, probably won't go into
one. We've got Michigan as well, Malta, super.
Wow.
Nick is upset, so Nick is part of our marketing consultancy team as well. He's joining us in the chat. Great to see our ninjas come to drop by and say hello. Nick suggested that we have some construction hats during all of our fix or rebuild session, but unfortunately Amazon couldn't deliver them fast enough, so no hats for you or I today.
Definitely longer term though, Dale. EN branded ones, if this is to be a feature.
I mean, head of marketing over here, you tell me branded stuff, I'm way into that. So yeah, we've got Mountains, Austria. Oh, beautiful country. I've only ever, I think, driven through Austria using BlaBlaCar. If you're not familiar with BlaBlaCar, you basically jump into somebody else's passenger seat and they drive you to wherever they're going already, and it costs you like £1. It's so cheap. It's lovely. And you meet really interesting people too. Anyway, my travels are behind me. We've got Estonia as well. Nick, we already covered. So loads of people. South Africa as well. Fantastic. It's great to meet you all. Sam from India. Fantastic to see you today. I guess we should get started with our stream. So again, don't forget, be active in the chat. You'll be entered into the prize draw, and I'll do that at the very end of the stream. So let's get ourselves started. So first website, if you want your website to be critiqued, you just got to drop it into the chat, and I've removed the blocker, so you should be able to do that. You should be able to just drop in whatever URL you want within reason. Don't be don't be naughty. Cool. So I need to know within a 20-second time period whether you think this website, the chat, I want to know from you. Do you think this website needs to be fixed or rebuilt? Let's get rid of this bit. Andrew, I'm going to come to you for your answer at the end there.
Okay.
Chat, come on, tell me. Fix or rebuild? Fix or rebuild? What are we going for?
think about those core elements we always talk about. Yeah.
There we go. 20 seconds is up. Andrea, what are we going for? Fixing or rebuilding it?
On first impression, I'm potentially thinking on fix on this one. Looks like a decent first impression. What's everyone else thinking?
Everyone's saying fixed. Yeah, fixed. So the overall consensus is pata, fix. There we go. So we've got a hard hats in one way or another. So Nick, if you're still around, I got you covered. Don't worry. So yeah, we're definitely going to try and fix this website. And what would be the first things that you want to fix on here, Andrea? Just looking above the fold, of course.
Yeah, just looking above the fold. I think with these kind of beauty products, we want to get in that hook in straight away. So I'm going to want to know what this does, what problem it's solving, and building up social proof is going to be essential for this kind of thing. So I'm going to want to know that this is a trusted product and it's going to work. The kind of the likes of the Trustpilot elements, the Google reviews within that main above the fold. I want that shouting at me to tell me there's tons of people who've used this product, they've used it successfully, and I'm going to want to see it straight away. Obviously, we can start scrolling through and all the rest of it. What are your thoughts, Dale?
So I like the simplicity. Can extend that USP bar, so we can add in some more offers, like we can point out, well, perhaps you can have that social proof in the USP bar, perhaps you can also include like your delivery, free delivery or minimum threshold, something like that. But further down the page, we've got some nice credibility establishments. So we've got like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan. If I was thinking about going with this brand, that's some pretty trustworthy resources. I don't know if this lady is eating this stuff or not. I'm not sure what's going on there. Is she eating this makeup?
Probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Is it skincare? Is it, or is it what?
I thought it's skincare, right?
Yeah. So it's makeup. Then I was like, I don't think that's makeup, Dale.
Skincare. I mean, for me, skincare, makeup, it's all the same to me. It's all in the category of the bottom floor of boots that I never go into. But unless it's like Christmas, maybe. But even then.
Oh, it's hair. It's hair as well. Okay.
Right. So it's beauty products, I guess we're saying.
It's probably quite vague, Dale. Let's narrow that down a bit. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually liking the design of this. I'm liking the fact that we've got the popular products. So if you're trying to convince somebody that your brand is worth going with, you should use that proof from your customers of like these things are working, and they're more likely going to be something somebody else wants as well.
I like the branding.
I'm just checking. Yeah, I'm just checking the comments. It's hard to keep up. So you're just guessing, not very good. Doesn't really tell you what it is. Who's just guessing? I'm just guessing? Or
I would say so, Dale. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't my area of expertise, but fortunately, when you have an Exposure Ninja campaign, all the ninjas on board do all of the research so they know exactly what they're talking about. And that's why all of our campaigns are always so successful. So don't worry too much about if I know the difference between makeup and beauty. You want to make sure that our ninjas do, and they most certainly do. Cool. So our general impression with this is that it needs maybe a bit of fixing up. There's some Instagram feed stuff not working at the bottom here, but otherwise, I think there's some positives to be found in here. So yeah, maybe fix up this one. Oh, somebody in chat, May Hamid, hi, it's skincare. Is that your website? It'd be actually really nice to know. I'm working on a very small screen here, so bear with.
Yeah, I'm squinting a lot as well at the moment.
So I need a third screen. I can't believe this. Right, let's go to the next website. We're going to do another round of should we fix this up or should we... this computer's not going to like this, is it? Right, let's get rid of that. Let's give us a nice clean slate to work from. Right. Everybody, I would like to know, do you think that this website needs to be fixed or needs to be rebuilt from scratch? So you got 20 seconds. Tell me in the chat, fix or rebuild, fix or rebuild. It might be a fast 20 seconds, I must say. TikTok. And now Andrew, I'm going to come to you for the answer. Right, so the comments, they're saying fix. Did that timer restart? Hide it. Get rid of that timer. Right, Andrew, what are we going with? Oh, we've got a split here. Fix and rebuild.
I could go either or with this one, if I'm honest. There's a couple of things going on that's right with it, but it just the design of it is not good. Is not good, and it may end up actually being quicker and cheaper to rebuild this, depending on the size of the website itself. We can see scrolling down there, it hasn't got those core fundamentals, the sticky menu, that sticky header in place. We have got the Trustpilot, which I love, obviously big social proof on the website, but that header is enormous. Like that's just too big. So if we scroll, I don't really know as much of a benefit positioning. Okay, wax seals, interesting.
Hard to say. So all this stuff is so far down the page. I mean, that's an immediate fix for me. So what we're saying, we're going to go with fix or rebuild.
I would say is it Shopify?
I can soon tell you. Inspect this. Let's do some magic. I can't see the thing. No, it's WordPress, which means it's WooCommerce.
Okay. I would be tempted to go with fix with this one on a WooCommerce. Get some good design element in there, and the homepage. Obviously, assuming that the product pages are set up nicely here. But there's a lot of homepage stuff needs going on there to make sure that that's a beautiful first impression.
Yeah, I think it's definitely towards the fix kind of side of things. You want to have like some of this content higher above the above the fold. The fact that I have to scroll down to see what the initial like heading and call to action is never good. Your logo is never as important as you think it is. You got to establish your brand, but when you're starting off maybe the smaller end of things, you've still got a lot of brand building to do. You can do that through having a great customer experience or through the content that you publish or your social activity, stuff like that. So shrink up that logo as soon as possible and do a bit of work to fix your USP bar. I mean, it's nice to actually see a USP bar. There are many submissions that we get that don't actually have a USP bar. So that's great. I'm really happy to see that. Cool. So we're going to go with fix with that one. What was everybody saying? And Mark is saying there was too much space. I got to agree with you. There. Just too busy from Michelle. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream so far and the loosey-goosey aspect of it, then please do hit like down below. Or if you're new here, if you're watching us YouTube on Facebook, LinkedIn, you can hit follow, subscribe. It's really, really helpful for me to know that this format is working for you. Cool. USP bar. Mark, are you asking where it is or what it is? If you're asking what it is, that's basically your unique selling points, which makes you different than your competitors. So in most e-commerce cases, it's going to be free delivery or a guarantee or a returns policy or something like that. Okay, cool. So let me let's do a bit of magic. Let's do that, and then I'll get the next website up so you don't have to see me faffing around on the computer. Let's go with Earth to Earth Organic. Don't forget, if you drop your website into the chat, I will do my best to pick it up as well. So we have a lot of submissions. So let's do this. And then I want, within a 20-second window, I'd like to know if you want to fix or rebuild this website. So we're going with fix or rebuild. 20 seconds on the timer. It's a fast 20 seconds as well. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I'm definitely making plaques next time.
That's a cracking idea. I like that.
I ran out of time. I was going to.
So we've got a couple of rebuilds coming through.
Yeah.
Our timer has restarted. Let's get rid of that. Right. So a few rebuilds, one fix, two fixes, but the majority are going with rebuilds. Andrew, what is it?
I'm going to go rebuild on this one. This is. Yeah.
Boom.
You just look at this. It's too, I think Sam just mentioned earlier, like what do we want from a homepage? Well, we kind of go that traditional thought process. They've got the Trustpilot in the top, which is great. Big tick for that one. Left-hand corner, we want to move this around. That header is just not working for them right now. We want the logo on the left. We want a sticky menu on the right, and that menu, if you think right now, it's split. So your eyes are going from left to right, which is not a good user flow, not a good navigation. We need to get those, there's elements in place. I don't know even what some of them are. We've got kind of the Earth Message, Community Care blog. That's not good either. When you drop down, we've got that black background. We can't see what that drop down
I can't read that
is.
at all.
Yeah, we've got no. Oh, hi, Aaron. That's our Aaron from there. Yep, we've got.
Hey.
We have got that main above the fold section. We're not really talking about what that is. Yeah, again, this is that we can see cruelty-free, natural, vegan skincare. We need to be talking big about what that is, how it's going to help you, what's differentiating it, that kind of thing. Simple natural skincare. I imagine 99% of brands will say that about themselves. So you want to make sure you're differentiating yourself.
Absolutely. There's some good messages here, like, cleaning up the environment, just trying to stay away from plastic, things like that. That's a really good message. And I think that's what you want to definitely tie your brand around. But you've got to go that extra distance because, as you say, Andrea, a lot of brands are saying exactly the same kind of thing. So you've got to be a little bit different. That's either going to be in the way that you brand yourself or the way that you communicate about yourself or the way that you put out your message through your content or your website design. So, I'm trying to think of like some other examples, maybe I can think of like a Ethiq UK. So there's like a shampoo bar. Maybe I can find an example. I don't remember what the website is about, but I can tell you the branding is absolutely splendid. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's have a chat, Ethiq, about your website. What are we saying? Fix or rebuild this one? We're just going to fix this one. Not great, but the branding is absolutely lovely. If you actually look at the products themselves, like the shampoo bars that they do, they're very pretty. Cardboard boxes. They use the ingredients that were within the products as well. It all looks very nice, and they're including people in there, so you can think, oh, that could be me with a lovely, fantastic hair if I use shampoo bars as well. So yeah, it's definitely one way of thinking of it. So I would say maybe go for a rebuild on that website. So I've gone to the the length of creating these images. So boom, rebuild.
Definitely, because I think that's it. What you've got to think about is one of the things when you're looking at your website. You can tick all those boxes of putting the right conversion elements in place. But when you look at you versus the competition, are you going to be better? First impression from a competition perspective, you need to take those kind of elements into consideration as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I can think of another example. Let's just put it up from our own website build. So I'm just going to share this one. So this is from a client that we've worked with, I believe, last year to redesign their website. And they had a website that was performing okay before, but we actually managed to help it to perform a bit better, convert a bit better, just by making some minor changes just above the fold. So just the area at the very top in the header, making the menu super easy to use, adding a USP bar, just these minor changes in the design of your homepage and the header can make a huge difference to the amount of traffic that you get to your category pages, product pages, but also your conversion rate as well. So one thing is definitely something to consider. Cool. So that's the next website. Don't forget, submit your website and I will in the live chat, and I will pull them through as well. So the next website we're going to look at is, I have to do like a safety check. Is this acceptable for all these websites? No adult content. Sorry, not today. Cool. So I'm going to give you a Jess saying she wants a treehouse bed. Let's work on that.
Don't we all?
Let's do that. I would love a treehouse bed. Cool. So I'm going to give you this website to look at, and I need to know: do you want to fix it or rebuild it? So give you 20 seconds on the clock. There's so much clicking to do.
Are we looking at newbie, Dale?
No, we're not. We're looking. Well, I don't think it needs fixing. There we go. I'll restart the clock. I'm sorry. There we go. I wish it was counting down instead of up. Oh well. Yeah, fix or rebuild. So we've got a fix so far. One fix. Any more fixes or rebuilds? Well, let's find out from Andrea. Is it a fix or a rebuild?
I'm going rebuild on this one.
Boom, rebuild. Yeah. Right. I think a lot of people are also saying the same, so let's get rid of that in the chat. Yeah, we've got lots more rebuilds coming through as well. Andrea, tell us why.
Yeah, this is just this structure, isn't it? I mean, if we looked at this right now, do we know what this product is about, this business is about. Are we really certain? It says it's kidsarmyshop.com. And actually then there I can see it's under play and all the rest of it as part of the logo. But actually, if you saw those products without the logo, you may potentially think that this is like a camping sort of product that they've got or anything. You know, there's nothing really here telling us. And that menu down the left hand side where they've got obviously the items there, that's just not great. You know, you're taking up your prime real estate there to get across those key messages with those kind of elements, whereas that should all be within the menu so people can just drop down very quickly down from shop into what they need to from there. So that we need a bit of a rebuild on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely rebuild energy coming through on this website. So yeah, just above the fold, we don't want that menu to be on the left. We want it to be above. I mean, of course, we have to take things into consideration, like is the majority of the traffic coming through mobile or through desktop? That could be a big consideration. So maybe this website performs better on mobile. Maybe the design is responsive. I'm not going to take that. Let's have a look. Come on, we're already here.
I think what we need to think about though, as well as, we talk to clients all the time about, even if 10% of your traffic is coming through on desktop, you want to make sure that, it's working hard for that 10%. You don't want to miss anything, any opportunity of anyone hitting your website.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that this probably performs better on a mobile device for sure. I think it looks a bit better. But as you say, it doesn't mean you just sacrifice everything else because the majority of your website traffic is mobile. Obviously, being mobile first is hugely important in SEO, of course. So yeah, we've got a few people. It seemed very clear to me what it was. Okay. Mark was to say, "Wow, I don't know anything." What's that?
I'd be a bit concerned giving my child the mallet if it's a
special kids mallet. Cool. So, okay, rebuild on that. Let's fire up the next website. So just bear with me a second. Let me swap that over. Don't forget, drop your website address in the live chat. I will pick it out if I see it. But the chat is going pretty quickly.
I'm going to give a shout out as well, Dale. We've got Lee, our amazing Lee from our dev team in the chat as well. So if you've got any kind of questions that you want us to look at, throw them in there, and Lee's on hand as well, alongside Jessica to answer any of those for you.
Super. Right. Fix or rebuild. Let's start the clock. Fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Oh, hello, Lee. Hello. Cool. Yeah, fix or rebuild. We've got like another 10 seconds for you to tell me. Fix or rebuild. Don't forget, speaking in the chat enters you for the prize draw at the very end there as well. So 20 seconds is up. From what I've seen, it's fix, and a rebuild. So lots more fixes coming through now. So Mark's saying fix. Jess is saying fix. Interesting. Hey, Aaron. Hi. How you doing? Mark doesn't know anymore. Okay, well, that's what we're here for. Don't worry.
It's all good, Mark. It's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is our day to day. Lee giving us a fix. I think I'm going to disagree with everybody here.
Me too. Thank goodness for that.
Yeah, this definitely needs a rebuild. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's some other stuff going on. No, this is a website from 2010. Surely this just looks really dated. And if I'm looking around for addiction and mental health treatment, I think I'm going to go with a website that looks like. Hang on a second. Let's just get rid of that. Yeah. I think I'm going to go with a website that looks, like websites I experience every day in 2021. You want. So with this kind of thing, with like addiction and mental health treatment, you want to feel like you've been taken care of really well by people who know what they're doing. And that comes through your website design. So there are other things as well, like accreditation and 26 years of experience, fantastic. But 26 years of experience doesn't mean you're good. It just means you have longevity. So, I think that this website needs to definitely be rebuilt from scratch. I don't know about content, but in terms of like visual, it's not working for me.
I'm going to be honest, Dale. I think I've reviewed this website over the last couple of months. It's jumping at me for something that I've looked at. And I felt exactly the same. It felt in comparison when you look at the competition out there versus this, that the trust factor comes down massively if it looks dated and it doesn't look quite right. And you've got to get across what we have to think about as well is people, particularly with addiction, it's one of those subjects where there's obviously a lot of sensitivity around it. So you need to get your messages across as best you can immediately. And obviously where we've got the 26 years experience, as you say, that's wonderful. But thinking about what your audience, what they're searching for within Google, what are they looking for solutions to? You know, there's two different audiences hitting here. There are people who have maybe got relatives or families that they're concerned about, that they want to come over to the website. So we need to, you know, be talking to them and nurturing them. And also the people themselves who have got potential problems that they want to talk to. And we need to get that across straight away. You know, that there's no genuine call to actions. The call to action there for me straight away is find out more about our 26th birthday, which is not what your prime target audience is going to be looking for from a call to action perspective.
Yeah, absolutely couldn't agree more. Like it's really impressive, 26 years, but that's not why we're on the page. If you would just took that away, let's just say you took away that message, what really are you learning above the fold? In a first impression, not very much. Phil saying there's a crazy heading font. Yeah, it's definitely not really working for either of us. Somebody's saying, can I recommend a site to review? I mean, you can drop a site in now and we'll tell you if it needs to be fixed or rebuilt from scratch. That's what this stream is for. If you're looking for a regular live website reviews, that's actually back next week, where I believe I'll be joined by Freddie. So you feel free to drop your website link into the chat now and we can take a look. Otherwise, you can do next week or both. It's up to you. Crazy heading font. Yeah, font too light. Today's the birthday. No, I don't think so. I don't think today's the birthday. I think it's actually, I think I saw this website last week for last week's submissions.
I'm sure it was there when I reviewed it. Yeah.
Cool. So let's take a look at another website. We're really rattling through these. So I've got another one was submitted through the chat. So let's just fold that over. In the meantime, whilst I do that, do go and hit the like button. It really tells me whether you want to see myself and Andrea back on the stream again, or if you want to see this format again. And if you're already subscribed, fantastic. Go and share this video with someone you know who would enjoy marketing content, because that's what we're here for. If you're not subscribed already, do hit subscribe now, because it costs nothing. And if you don't like what you see from us, you can always unsubscribe later. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Cool. Next website is this one. So this is from somebody submitting in chat. Model Universe. Is it a fix or rebuild? 20 seconds on the clock. Chat, tell me, fix or rebuild? Could use like some interlude music here.
This is where we need those like plaques. La, 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 this is plaques. I was definitely getting plaques.
I think I've got maracas actually. 20 seconds is almost up on the clock. Only one person commenting so far. 20 seconds is up. Is this a fix or a rebuild? James is saying rebuild. Mario is saying fix. I believe Created by Magic said fix. Kerry Ann doesn't have a clue. Do not worry. That's why we're here. We're here to help. I think Jess said, was that for this site as well? Fix. I think we're leaning more towards fix this one. Yeah, fix. Anita saying fix or rebuild. Sorry. Okay, Andrew, which one is it?
I would say that you could probably get away with a fix on this one. But I'm going to put a big but in here because I've seen a couple of these kind of websites, and there are massive opportunities within this kind of market where there aren't a lot of people that have got fabulous looking websites. And if you've got a fantastic looking website that looks a little bit different to everything else, a lot more modern looking than this, then actually there could be a potential here to absolutely take this market if you've got the right strategy in place alongside it. So there's a lot of good things going on. Loving the menu, loving that USP bar. I don't really love the US. There's no, the online model and hobby store. That's what everyone will be saying. So we want to get a bit more in there about what, you are. And then we can see we've got like paints and tools and plastic model kits and things like that. So I think obviously they're pushing the autumn sale at this moment. I would just maybe look to have a bit more within that above the fold, I think, to just build out the personality. I tend to find as well with these, the search, that is a big part of that kind of element. So right at the top where we've got that search, if you've got that sticky header in place, people can't find what they're looking for. That search function is following them as well. So it might be worth switching to that whole element. Yeah.
Oh, no SpaceX. I'm sad. Sad panda. Yes, I completely agree. I think this is more of like a tweak kind of website.
Yeah.
There are just little things that we need to change. I think that this is better than some early stage e-commerce stores that we sometimes review in our fortnightly live website review. So I definitely think you're ahead of some of those websites. But of course, with any e-commerce store or lead generation site, service-based site, doesn't really matter. Never stop testing is pretty much the rule. Like even with our own website, we've had a website up and gathering leads and gathering new clients and customers for the past must be 7 or 8 years, and it's constantly evolved. It constantly has to be changed and tested to see what works. What worked yesterday doesn't necessarily work tomorrow. What works on one website doesn't necessarily work for another one. Like Amazon, which has been around for 25 years, is it 30 years? They had a recent anniversary. They're constantly testing as well. You'd think that by now they would know what works and what doesn't. Well, believe it or not, people's habits change. The way people use the internet changes. So, yeah, you've got to constantly test what might work for your website. Let's have a look at, I know we're not really supposed to look at category pages. We're just getting a feel for the website, but let's have a look at these model kits. Let's have a look at,
I think that makes sense though. We do need, with the kind of the product pages, I think particularly for e-commerce sites are so important, aren't they? If they haven't got these sorted, then, this moves it from a fix to a rebuild, doesn't it really?
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the Aston Martin DB5. Since you do or don't?
I don't like that menu on the left. Too much scrolling. If you get to the S's or the T's, you've got to go a long way to get to those S's or T's.
Yeah, that's totally true.
Yeah. Yeah, looks okay. Just get that social proof a bit higher up. Get that Trustpilot logo at that top there, and then people can click down to go see it.
I think maybe that this is just like across the entire website. It might not be on this particular page. So maybe if I go to category pages again, let's look at military, since we, maybe this the military kids. Oh, well, that's not good. God. I think maybe it's on at the bottom of every page. Yeah, I think it's at the bottom of every page. But yeah, definitely, you want that social proof higher up. What is that? Formula E. Okay. G2. Ooh, very, very nice. Okay. I think we could spend a lot longer on this one. So if you want us to have a little longer look at this website, how we can improve your sales, your traffic, definitely come back next Friday for the live website review, where we normally spend about 20 minutes looking into each website, because I think there's more we can dive into and dig out from this website as well. Or you can request a review at exposureninja.com/review, and we'll give you a bespoke video about trying to hit your goals. So Andrea and the marketing consultancy team will pick it up and send a video back to you explaining exactly what they would recommend you do to improve your website. Cool. 33 minutes in, we're doing pretty well. Let's see who's up next.
I can't believe you didn't bring the audio, Dale.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. I really am. It's StreamYard's fault. I blame StreamYard. So StreamYard is the tool that we use for live streaming. Couldn't recommend it enough. And it has nothing to do with them sending me a mug, of course. I liked them before the mug arrived.
Dale is easily bought, people. Dale is easily bought. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can send me, pretty much almost any merch as long as it's sustainable. I'm happy with that. I am also susceptible for food as well. I'm easily satisfied. Sorry. Right, cool. Next website. Let's leave that over there. Cool. Well, first of all, it doesn't look great on this size. So let's just resize it. So we're going to put 20 seconds on the clock. Do we want to fix or rebuild this website? Where's the clock? Here it is. Right. 1, 2. Maracas out. Fix or rebuild. Tell me in the chat. Fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. You got 4 seconds to tell me.
Well done.
And then Andrew's gonna decide. Right, cool. In the chat, we have a rebuild from Phil. We have a rebuild from James. We have a fix from Mario. We have a fix from Anita. Lots more fixes than I was expecting. Okay, fix. Actually, sorry, the opposite. That's great.
I was going to say, okay. Dale, surely we're going to fix with this one.
No, they go for a complete rebuild. Absolutely. Andrew, what is it? Fix or rebuild?
I would go fix on this one, to be fair. Yeah, there's a few good things going on here. But there's a couple of tweaks as well. I don't like the rotating images. There's no need for that in the background.
Never is.
It's distracting. Yeah, I know. It's one of my big pain points. If you've ever had a review from me, that's the first thing I'm going to tell you is to stop doing that, please. I mean, it looks pretty decent. We've got a sticky menu in place as well. It just looks a little bit high up. I don't know whether that's your screen.
Oh, yeah, we do have a sticky menu.
We've got free quotes following us as well. We've got a call to action there.
That's good stuff about this site. I think definitely agree. It's going to go into that kind of fixed territory where, well, first of all, we want to make sure that we can read what on earth is going on here. Definitely want to use your imagery to showcase like what it is you're capable of, but this is not the way. And it's going really quickly as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got some good USPs here. You've got like 10 years guarantee, 300 plus reviews, although I want proof of that. You can't just tell me. Where are they? I want to see them. Nationwide service. That's good. Okay, here are the reviews. That's good. Could we move them further up? Maybe. Are they up here?
Are they in that call to action form? Oh, they are in that red bit. It's a bit hard to see.
It's a bit tiny.
Yeah, I would say in the left-hand corner, that top left-hand corner there, you want that big circle of reviews, so then people can go straight through to that from there.
Yeah. So I think I've actually got some examples. Bear with me a second of what we can do to maybe change up the form. So here we go. I've got another example of a website that we've built in the last couple of years. So here we go. So this is House by a Bureau. This is a client of ours. Actually love working with them. This is the website that they came to us with 2019, 2020, and was doing okay for them, but certainly we identified that we could do better things for them, that we could increase the conversion rate. And actually, one of the things is just keeping it simple. And you could do the same kind of thing with the call to action on the site that we're just looking at. Like start with just one question. So I love the idea of a quick free quote, but you're asking for like name, email, number, postcode, get my free quote, here's a phone number. Could we experiment with testing something else? Could we just go with one thing, like asking what it is that people want and then take them to a second page where they can give you more information? So one of the things that people, conversion rate optimization is like a real big thing for us. And we have a department dedicated entirely to that. So, when we talk about fixing websites, conversion rate optimization is what we're doing. So increasing the conversion rate by making changes to the design. I think the conversion rate would be higher if we just made that form one form field at a time, or just broke it into maybe 2 steps. So name, email, or name, phone number, then hit submit and then ask for more information on the second page. You can ask for what kind of budget they have, what kind of products they're after. They're looking for what are the services available here? So like, are they looking specifically for Windows? Get as much information as you can from them in advance. Sorry, I just need to switch back. So boom, had a boom. Yeah. So, commercial, Windows, door, spray painting, lots of different things. Get that information from the contact form if you can, but split it up into several pages so you're not just asking for it all in one go. So that'd be my recommendation there. So, next site.
Go for it.
Let's see if I can. What's that? Cat? Excellent. Let's review the cat. Do we fix or rebuild the cat? Right, Phil. Phil was the winner of our book, I believe, last week or the week before. Let's see if we can take a look at your website. There we go. So it's in Japanese. So I'm going to give you the best that we can from this, based on not knowing what the heading is saying. But yeah, let's bring everything up, fix or rebuild, 20 seconds on the clock. Chat, tell me, are we fixing or rebuilding this page based on what you see right now? Out with the maracas again. Do I have some maracas around? I feel like I do.
Oh, I should have brought the cat back to entertain everybody. She's very jingly at the moment. She's like Santa Claus.
Sounds lovely. Okay, so 20 seconds on the clock and they have gone. What is everyone saying? Is it a fix or a rebuild? We have, let's start from the beginning. So James with a fix. Lee from our website development team is saying a rebuild. Lee, remind me to give you a updated profile picture so I know it's you. Jess from the marketing team is saying rebuild. Mario, rebuild. Created by Magic, rebuild. Customer service, that's an unusual name. Rebuild. Kerry Ann is saying rebuild. Anita is saying rebuild. There's a lot of rebuilds in here. Mark, I think you might be only one of two people who said fix here. Michelle's on the fence. Andrew, what is it?
I'm going to go rebuild here.
Yeah.
I know we're in Japanese at the moment, but I think even if we flick that over to English from a translation perspective, there's some things that we can see from a translation on what is good web design, and we know those fundamentals. That's not here at the moment. There's just no call to action. Obviously we're at Google translation here. Okay. We're not getting that across, and obviously we've got that very stock kind of imagery as well, which isn't really helping as to what it is you do. We've not got that user flow. We've got no sticky menu, contact details, those kind of elements that we want to see in place.
Yeah, and they've got some. I mean, Phil, you've got some really strong brands here. Like if you've done work with Adidas, Bosch. I mean, Bosch is a huge company. FIFA, of course, Gucci. There's some great names. Like I would definitely want to display like logos here. I gotta agree that this is a hard rebuild for me. I'd be definitely starting from scratch because I think like in terms of like service delivery, I'm sure it's great, but it's harder for me to believe that's the case based on this website. Now that may be. The websites in Japan I know are completely different design-wise to in Western Europe. Sorry, in Europe, in the West, in the North America, United States. The website designs are completely different. I completely realize that I've seen them, but I think that even so, this would not work for me from a conversion rate optimization point of view. It'd be definitely a rebuild for me as well. I'm just trying to think. I'm pretty sure there's an example of another website that we did work for that we could give you an example of. What you're missing here is a call to action, and you just need to have something that's really clear. So, so this was Apex Housing. So they basically just needed a really strong call to action. So we added one on the right hand side there. Let's make that a bit bigger. So you go with how can a bridging loan help you get a little bit of information? I think just adding this above the fold for your own website would get you more leads daily or per week than your existing format. So you've got this free quote, but I have to click on the button. It should, you should make it just simpler for me. You have like the most simple experience possible. And again, do you need all of this information straight away, or can you ask for like the simplest information possible and then get the rest of that information later on? Sam, why is my site never picked when everyone else? Sam, tell me your website. I'll check it right this second. There's a lot of submissions. I've got 417 submissions, Sam. I'm doing my very best, but I will try. If you drop it into the chat now, if I see it, I will pick it out. I think that this website could definitely do with a rebuild over so Live Life More. So let me just first do a check livelifemore.com. We're going to do your site next, Sam, okay? Right, let's have a look. Is it safe for work is the first thing I need to know. Right.
Sam, I hope you're not taking us.
Cool. Let's go with this. And is it a fix or rebuild? Everyone in the chat tell me fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Let's put 20 seconds on the clock. 1. I need to reverse this. 20, 19, 18, 17, and so on. Okay, chat away. Tell me, everyone, this is a fix or rebuild? Fix or rebuild? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right, the timer's gone off, as you can tell from that mini explosion. Is it a fix or rebuild? Let's see what everyone has to say. We're going with, I'm now afraid to have my website reviewed. I'm sorry. I don't want to scare you. We're not trying to accomplish that, are we, Andrew? We want to help people.
Of course. I'll just go get my devil horns back on you.
Yeah. We just want what's best for your business. That's it. At the end of the day, we're trying to earn you more leads and sales, increase your business revenue. That's at the end of the day all we really interested in. So don't be scared. Submit away. Right, Lee from the website development team at Exposure Ninja says fix. Customer service, you got to change the name. It's fix. Phil, fix. Martin, fix. Lots of fixes. I'm gonna go with Andrew's opinion on this one.
Fix.
It is a fix.
Woohoo!
Indeed. It is a fix. And for what reason, Andrew?
I mean, it looks like a good looking website here. You know, we've got a really nice starting place. There are a couple of things that we can tweak straight away. We can see that, you know, as you're scrolling down, we want that sticky header for that user flow in place. But we have got contact numbers in the header. We've got the health plans. The only thing as well is we've got this kind of every time you eat or drink, obviously we've got this kind of social proof, which is great. But I think I want a bit more on how you're helping people in the benefit positioning statement. So thinking again about that problem that you're solving. So what people are coming here for. If it is, you know, they maybe had trouble with the likes of food over a number of years. They've struggled with diets, that kind of element. So you're really starting to talk to them in the way that you know, solving their problem for them. They'll be thinking, yes, that's me, that's my problem. I haven't been able to do this. I haven't been able to sustain it. Yes, I want to get healthier. I want to feel better and all that. So using the real positivity elements to hook people in with that benefit positioning statement.
Yeah, I think it's just too busy. I'm also, you got consulting, clinic, or online. Okay, that should be a button. If you're telling me, if I can get an online consultation, make it happen now. Like I want to do that straight away. And this is some, 36 years of experience. That's great. I'm going to need to see accreditation on the website. So where you've got that, where you've got your qualifications from. I'm going to need to see all that stuff, especially with Google in mind as well. So Google, they want to know everything about you when it comes to your expertise, your authority, and your trustworthiness. So the algorithm, it's not like 100% about EAT, this expertise, authority, and trust, but it's a highly important thing. They only want to show websites where they can trust people, websites they trust, and they can send their customers to, if you want to call search users that. So you've got to establish that on your website, also offline as well. I'm going to go with a fix here. Meet our experts. Great to see these people. Brilliant. Formally out here. Fantastic. But above the fold, I definitely think that we could be earning more leads from here than we are currently, especially since I would go with a left to right orientation rather than right on the right hand side. So all this text should be on the left hand side. There's one really important thing when it comes to website development and website design. Don't break the expectations of people. So when people load a website, they expect this text on the left and all the other stuff on the right, unless of course we're in a right to left reading or speaking country.
Is it India, Dale?
I mean, it could be, but even so,
it's at the top, Indian foods. I'm not sure. I might not be right.
Yeah, maybe. Even so, I'm thinking more like Arabic and languages like that.
I think that's an American number and an Indian number looking at the codes.
Yeah. So yeah, I think above the fold, we need to fix this website for sure. And I mean, just the first, you've got that quote there. You could be doing something else instead. You just need a nice and tidy design or quote and a heading. Like this example, I keep in my swipe file from a few years ago. Really simple heading. This is what it does. This is a quote from someone. This is what the person looks like. Drop your email address in here. So if you're doing consultations, you could do something similar. Your heading should be, we do X and we do really good at it. Here's a quote from someone that you used previously. Here's what they look like as well. And then an email address or a button for people to either book a consultation immediately or give or send their contact details to you so you can immediately call them back. So yeah, that website I think needs a lot of work above the fold. Maybe the rest of the website doesn't, but above the fold definitely needs, I would say, edge towards rebuild rather than fix. Cool. So who's up next? Let's look at the list. We've got 10 minutes left, and we've got the price draw for the book at the end. So how to get to the top of Google, which is right here. Don't forget, if you are just active in the chat, if you say anything in the chat, positive or negative, fix or rebuild, if you want to send me or myself, Andrea, messages about how much you enjoy our streams, that's very nice too, but it will enter you into the price draw as well.
Would people like us to fix this or rebuild this, Dale?
Which one?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Would people like us to fix
this? Well, yeah, I need to.
Yeah. Idea?
Absolutely. I'm just going to find the next website, which I think I've already opened. Let's try another one. Yeah, we've done Horse and House. No Cry. Gear that you can trust. Let's get you on here. Well, first of all, you're giving me a bit too much to work with right now. So let's just keep things simple. Go to nocry.co.uk. Cool. So we're going to throw up 20 seconds on the clock. Is this a fix or a rebuild? Tell me. Fix or rebuild in the chat. Fix, rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Somebody tell me Loomlam is next, please. Well, I mean, I don't know how you know that, because I haven't seen your address yet, so I'm not seeing Loomland in my list of submissions. Sorry. Now my submissions is broken. Did we? Oh, the number started again. You got me distracted. What's everybody saying? We've got fix from Phil. We've got a rebuild from my friend in Brighton. We have a fix and a rebuild and a fix and a fix. Mario saying that they like it. It feels very modern. Lee from our website development team saying fix. Eden saying nothing at all. Andrew, what is it? Fix or a rebuild?
Oh, can you scroll down a bit for me, please?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. It's the black on the white that's so hard to see. It's so bad for people to be able to actually visually see and take in those messages. But we've gone down to white, which is a saving grace in this particular instance. Yeah, so I think probably, I mean, it's our worst nightmare, Dell, isn't it? It's a video in the background, so it's very distracting from all of those kind of key messages. I don't know what gear it is. What kind of what do you mean by gear? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what kind of gear it is at all.
Yeah, so I would say that it's got, you know, it looks sleek looking. So I think we're probably more on a fix for this one, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there. It's a fix. I think our messaging is just not quite right. I think that what it is you sell may be, you know, some of the best stuff in the world. It may be like super hard wearing stuff. You know, this doesn't. I mean, you've got a knife against the glove there. That must be pretty hard wearing. So it must be really good. If you're not getting cut, there's no blood in that photo. But this just isn't working for me. It could be barbecue gear. It could be, you know, ski diving gear.
I had diving gear. Who knows? With like a muscle thing, like to get muscles open with. So it could literally be anything.
God. But yeah, I think like the messaging above the fold is just not really working for me. The simplicity of the header is okay. You don't want to overcomplicate things, put too much stuff in the header at all. But I think there are a couple of things that we mentioned already, like USPs, things like that we could be adding into here. So it doesn't look like a traditional e-commerce store, really. That's kind of like one of the first things I think of. Feels more like a brand website that also sells products, if that makes sense, rather than an e-commerce store. I don't know if I'm making sense there. Somebody says it looks like a film premiere. Can't disagree with you there. We also got a fix, looks good, unique. I love it. Okay, not fixing or rebuilding. Interesting. So yeah, I think that we'd probably lean towards fix for sure on this one. Cool. Who else have we got? So we got mobile scooter. .com. So let me just switch things over. Don't forget to drop a like into whichever platform you're watching on. So we're live streaming on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. We are there right now. That would be very, very kind of you. It will help to make this video reach more business owners, marketing managers, marketing peeps like yourself, which means that we can help more and more people. So that makes me happy. Loomlan, you're gonna have to give me the website address because I've not seen it submitted in our form. So cool. Let's bring this website back on. So 20 seconds on the clock. In the chat, tell me, is this a fix or rebuild? Do you want to fix this website or do you want to rebuild this website? And if you want to do
scooters, sorry, I was expecting one of those e-scooters, like that the kids go on nowadays. Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought this is going to be as well. But yeah, if at this point you feel like your website needs to be fixed or rebuilt, then please get in touch with us. Go to exposureninja.com/review and submit your website for a review, and we'll have a look and we'll tell you if we think it needs to be fixed or rebuilt. And we'll make recommendations that maybe our website development team can do to improve your conversion rate, to improve your website design, to improve your website's usability, maybe give that a complete rebuild, especially if you might want to migrate from WordPress to Shopify or Shopify to WordPress or WooCommerce or whatever you want to say. We can do that for you as well. So do drop us a message at exposureninja.com/contact or just request a marketing review at exposureninja.com/review. Everyone is saying, do we work with Wix? Not really. We get people off Wix as soon as we can. It's not a good builder.
Email me now. I can force that solution for you.
Absolutely. So Phil is saying fix. Michelle is saying fix. Jess is saying rebuild. Fitness Coach on Demand, our Italian in Brighton, is saying fix. Maru is saying fix, rebuild. Can't see if the rider is happy. I love that.
Favorite comment of the day. Yeah.
Jess dropping in the website address. Fantastic. Go and click on that, everyone. Rebuild for sure. And Sean, who's given us his website address. So we've got 3 minutes left. Let's see what happens there. Cool. Andrea, is it a fix or a rebuild?
Well, I don't know where the products are. It says product recommendations. Are they actually selling products on this, or are they? What is there? Is this a blog?
I don't know. I think this is an affiliate site. It feels. I don't know. Let's find out. Product recommendations. I think this is an affiliate site.
Okay.
Click for more info. Oh, there's an online shop button. Where? What? I'm telling you now. I'm getting affiliate link 101. Well, good luck trying to get some money out of me with your affiliate code because I ain't buying. Please visit our online shop. Listen, if you submit this website and you're in the chat right now, Benjamin, I'm going to need to know, is this an affiliate site or not? Because that changes a lot of things about our recommendations. Yeah. But off the back of what I can see right now, I'm going to say fix more than rebuild.
Yeah, if it's not an e-com, I'm not quite sure with this one.
Want to make this look more like an informational site, if that's your intent. But yeah,
if it's an e-commerce site, we need a new rebuild.
Yeah. Absolutely. So fix if this is an informational site, rebuild if it's an e-commerce site. I'm so proud of those graphics. They're a bit big.
Well done.
Cool. So we've only got like 2 minutes left. Andrea, do you have time for another site? Or...
Go for it. Did Loomlan come back to us?
Well, I can't see their address. I can't see
customer service Loomlan. We need you to give us your URL, please.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. No, nada. I'm looking through the submissions now. And I can't see anything. Nothing in the chat either. Okay. Solicitors in Glasgow, so only not that far away from me on the train. Let's get you into the other browser. Bear me a sec. I'm going to remove the cookies bar because who wants to see that? And then we're going to throw 20 seconds onto the clock. In the chat, tell me, is this a fix or a rebuild? On your marks, get set, go. 20 seconds.
Well done.
Cool. We got 7 seconds left for you to tell us in the chat. Fix or rebuild? Fix or rebuild? Don't forget, commenting in the chat puts you in the price draw for this. I couldn't tell you how many we've got left in how many people have submitted so far, but I will in a moment. Comments, right? We've got rebuild, a rebuild, a rebuild, a fix from Jess. Lee in our web development team is saying rebuild. Michelle is saying rebuild, 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 the rebuild, rebuild. I'm going to say that everyone's saying rebuild. Andrea, in your expert opinion, what are we going with?
Yeah, I know why Lee's saying rebuild, because this is not a great first impression for somebody, like a look wise, from a modern design, that sleek kind of element. It's got it's one of those ones where you look at it and you think tick, 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 from kind of like the core elements that you want to see on a website. But I don't think, for me, best first impression for somebody who's, you know, looking for this kind of help when you look at you versus the competition of what you're going to be up against here, because this is going to be a very, very competitive market.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Everyone's gone with rebuild. I'm leaning towards fix. Yeah. I don't think this needs to be rebuilt. I mean,
yeah, I just okay. It looks slightly better to start to. It's too blank. That front above the fold, not great. Like from a look perspective, you know, if you look at the likes of, if you flick onto like our cloudbooking.com, that kind of element.
I can do that.
Do you do that?
I can do that. I can do that. Bear with me.
And I think like, if you look at it from like a that's the old one.
yeah. In fact, I was going to point that out. So Cloud Booking, like one of our clients. Cloud Booking, one of our clients, this is their website before, although this isn't the accurate thing. There used to be an image behind there. That's not important. This is what it looks like now. I love this website. Love how it looks. And I think that's what we're missing from this website is actually like some images, like people. The first thing I would do to this website, add some people to above the fold, like add some solicitors, so I know that I'm talking with somebody real. Like, I understand that you want to get these USPs across, really important to do that. Throw that in the USP bar. Just put it above there. People will still see that, or make it the next thing they see when they scroll down. Have a bar there instead. Like, or yeah, like that's definitely what I would do. So either move your CTA to the right-hand side, or put somebody there, like somebody recognizable maybe, or a couple of people from your team. Make it obvious that they are solicitors where you can. So rather than just looking like a bunch of professionals, you want to make it actually obvious that people can, they're speaking to the solicitors team or not. But yeah, Andrew, you're saying rebuild.
Rebuild. So if we just take a little look for me as well, you know, because obviously we're looking at first site, aren't we, on a home page here. If you go to a service page, let's have a little look what we're dealing with on a service page.
Oh, nice menu. It's a bit overwhelming, but child law, that's a subject that we know well. We've helped a lawyer in London do really well with child law. Oh, that's great. Bit big. Bit too many form fields, but people. Yay!
People. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, yeah, we just need to sort that call to action form out.
We need more content here, I would say. These buttons don't really work for me. They're like ghost buttons. No. Good to see the USP used again at the bottom there. So, but I would probably go with a slightly different color, just because when I'm scrolling through, there's so much use of this blue that it doesn't stand out as much as if you were to use like a really unexpected color. Like a completely contrasting color. Let's just be fun. Let's not make it mobile. Sorry, I know we're over time by 3 minutes. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Let's play with some magic. Let's make that a different color. Let's make it. Where are we?
Like an orangey color.
This color. Oh, that didn't work. Let's make it. Oh, it's not working.
Oh, Dale.
Oh, it's not working. I'm sorry.
So many people right now. So many people disappointed.
I'm sorry. Hang on. What if I do? That did not work. I give up. Right. Moving on.
Back to Cloud Booking. They've got like that lovely yellow colour against their blue to like that orangey yellow colour.
Yeah, can you see the pink that I've done there? It's silly thing. Really, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Yeah. So I definitely think this is a fix rather than a rebuild. But I can understand why there might be some feeling towards rebuild for some of it. But I think it actually looks like a professional website more so than, say, like if you compare the professionalness of this against the addiction and treatment website, like this says professionals to me, even if there are like some fixes that need to be made here. Yeah. So not a terrible website. Give us a call. That could be a bit more obvious. I know the cool thing is here as well, but that could be a different color. It's just on a white background. If I hover over it, it stands out way more than if I didn't. So just reverse that, make it look like that always, or get like an instant free callback or something like that. You could definitely increase your leads there. But yeah, we're over time now, which means I have to do the prize draw for the book. But if the person responsible for Jones White is around, please can you go to exposureninja.com/review and request a personalized review for your website, for your needs as well. So tell us what you want to achieve, and we'll, if you're really lucky, you'll get Andrea reviewing your site. Otherwise, we have like a whole bunch of fantastic marketing consultants that will be able to help you out as well. So with that said, I've got to do the prize draw for the thing. So let me just get rid of that. Return to this. 37 people have requested a thing. Let's leave it up there. Right. If you do want to win a copy of How to Get to the Top of Google, a best-selling book, I can send you a paperback. I can send you a PDF or a audiobook, whatever you prefer. You've got about 8 seconds to drop a comment of any kind into the chat, and then I'll do the prize draw. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. If you don't like what you see from us in the future, you can always subscribe. It costs you 0 pence, 0 cents, wherever you're watching us from. In your currency, it costs you nothing. And you can also hit like as well whilst you're down there, because that's a really generous thing to do. Cool. Fitness Coach on Demand likes this format. I'm so happy. That's great. Roxy dropping Ninja into the chat. Awesome. Audiobook. Cool. Right, I'm going to hit draw now. So good luck to everyone. If I happen to pick up an Exposure Ninja, I will do a redraw. Don't pick Jess. She's got a book. Graham Chapman, congratulations. You've written a copy of How to Get to the Top of Google. If you would like to just email me at my email address, which is dale@exposureninja.com. We can discuss how I'll get that to you, either paperback or whatever format you prefer. Otherwise, come back next Friday where I will be joined by, I believe, Freddie or Bevan. I'll confirm that. It's you. Yay! Awesome. 2 weeks in a row. I'm really lucky.
I know. So I think we can more websites, guys. Let's review more and more websites for you.
Absolutely. So yeah, just keep an eye out for future updates from us. You can join our email mailing list by going to exposureninja.com and join the dojo. You'll be able to get notifications about this. Otherwise, hit subscribe. You'll see plenty of updates from us. Do not worry, or just join us on all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. We're everywhere. It's been a pleasure. Everyone have a great weekend. And yeah, that's it from me. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Andrea. It's been a real pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.